Have you ever noticed that the more you chase something, the further away it seems? Whether it's success, love, or happiness, the harder we cling, the more elusive it becomes. But when we stop desperately trying, things seem to fall into place effortlessly. Why does this happen? And how can we use this principle to improve our lives? Today, we'll explore the paradox of letting go, why caring less can actually bring better results. Most people believe that effort equals results. While effort is necessary, too much attachment to the outcome often leads to anxiety, stress, and self-doubt. There's a concept in Taoism called Wu Wei, which means effortless action, the idea that things work best when we allow them to flow naturally. This doesn't mean we stop putting in effort, it means we stop forcing things. The essence of Wu Wei is acting in alignment with the natural rhythms of life rather than against them. It is not passivity or laziness, but a deep trust in the flow of existence. Imagine an athlete in peak performance. When they are in the zone, they do not overthink each movement. They simply respond fluidly to the situation. This is Wu Wei in action, effortless, yet highly effective. Consider the example of a job interview. If you over-prepare and stress about every possible question, you may appear stiff and unnatural. But if you trust in your abilities and let the conversation flow, you exude confidence and ease. Wu Wei teaches us that sometimes the best way to achieve something is to allow it to unfold naturally rather than trying to control every detail. Think of water flowing in a river. It doesn't resist or struggle. It moves effortlessly around obstacles. When we adopt this mindset, we stop fighting against reality and start working with it. The moment we let go of the need for control, we open the door for results to come naturally. One of the biggest reasons people fail is because they focus too much on results instead of the journey. Imagine you're trying to grow a plant. If you keep digging it up to check its roots every day, it won't grow. Success in any area of life works the same way. Constantly worrying about results creates mental resistance, making it harder to perform at your best. Instead, shift your focus to the process. If you're trying to lose weight, focus on healthy habits rather than obsessing over the scale. If you're learning a new skill, enjoy the learning rather than worrying about how long it will take. When you detach from the outcome and immerse yourself in the present, results naturally follow. Caring too much can cloud your judgment. When you're desperate for a job, you might come off as nervous in an interview. When you're overly eager in a relationship, you might push the other person away. Attachment creates tension, and that tension blocks success. Buddhism teaches the principle of non-attachment, not as a way to stop caring, but as a way to free yourself from unnecessary suffering. This doesn't mean you stop valuing things, it means you stop needing them to be happy. When you let go of emotional desperation, you make clearer, better decisions. Think about the most confident people you know. They don't chase approval, yet they naturally attract respect. Why? Because they don't need it. They have an inner sense of security that draws others in. This applies to every area of life. When you stop caring about whether others like you, you become more authentic, which makes you more likable. When you stop obsessing over success, you free yourself from fear of failure, allowing you to take bolder steps. The moment you stop trying so hard to prove yourself is the moment people start noticing your value. Some people mistake non-attachment for not caring at all, but there's a big difference between detachment and indifference. Indifference is apathy. It means you stop caring entirely. Non-attachment, on the other hand, means you care deeply, but you're not dependent on the outcome. A Buddhist teaching explains this well. Imagine holding sand in your hand. If you grip it too tightly, it slips through your fingers. But if you hold it gently, it stays. The same applies to life. Grasp too hard, and you lose what you seek. But when you allow things to unfold naturally, they stay with you effortlessly. So, how do you actually practice letting go? Here are 3 powerful techniques. 1. Set goals, but don't obsess. Have a vision for what you want, but detach from the how and when. Focus on the actions within your control rather than the timeline of results. 2. Practice mindfulness. Stay present in the moment instead of worrying about the future. When your mind drifts into overthinking, bring your focus back to the task at hand. 3. Trust the process. Remind yourself that things take time. Just because you don't see immediate results doesn't mean you're failing. The universe works in unseen ways, and patience often brings the best rewards. The moment you stop obsessing over success, relationships, or happiness, you create space for them to come to you naturally. The paradox of life is that the less you need something, the more likely you are to get it. So, instead of chasing results, shift your energy to the present moment. Focus on growth, take inspired action, and then let go. The results will follow. If you found this insight valuable, don't forget to like and subscribe for more wisdom on living a balanced, fulfilling life. And remember, sometimes letting go is the most powerful step you can take forward.